Andrew Doak has that story now. Andrew.
Yeah, Doug, the Saints' first drive of the third quarter was actually 11 minutes and 29 seconds. It was 18 plays. They went 92 yards on that drive to eventually score what would be the game-winning touchdown from Breeze to Michael Thomas. And get this, if you count penalties, which the Saints had multiple on that drive, New Orleans actually traveled 117 yards. It was a stretch in which Sean Payton said after the game he believed helped his defense as much as it was a fulfilling drive for the Saints offense. And as Teron Armstead put it, it was a drive built for the postseason.
That's championship football. In every sense of the phrase, championship football. Fighting through those third and long or just long situations, period. Putting ourselves behind the chains. Just exhausted, completely exhausted. Defense rotating guys in, we just pushing, weighing on them, leaning on them. It's a special drive for us. I feel like that drive will be a staple for us going forward. We know we can do it, and we're going to have to. It was needed. It was needed today against a great team, the champions, So we needed every second of it.
I've never been a part of one quite like that, so let's not do that again, and let's not have that many penalties in one drive. But we got points, and that was a critical point in the game.
And I was just told that we actually gained 117 yards on that drive. I'm not sure if that's a record because of the penalties that kept setting us back, and it was the tipping point. It turned the tide in that whole game, and I think from that point on, we knew everything after that was just building a lead.
And Doug, the player of that drive was Michael Thomas. We'll have more coming up on him in just a few minutes.
Andrew.
Yeah, on that 18-play drive we mentioned earlier, Michael Thomas made up for 51 of the 92 yards the Saints marched down the field, and Thomas lived up to his Twitter handle the entire afternoon. He was certainly unguardable. Thomas set a franchise playoff record for receiving yards. The previous record was 144 by Marcus Colston in Seattle in the divisional round in 2013. Now, Thomas finished the divisional round matchup with the Eagles today with 171 yards on 12 receptions plus 1 touchdown to boot, and he did it all on just 16 targets. Philly allowed Thomas to find soft spots in their zone defense all night.
We've had a run with some great ones here in New Orleans, but obviously over the last 3 years with Mike, I've just got so much trust and confidence in him. It's no surprise to us, and certainly it's no surprise to anybody on this team to watch him do what he's been able to accomplish this year and what he was able to do today. He's a big-time player who wants to be the guy to make the plays when you need him most.
When Drew looks my way and it's third down and the ball's coming to me, I got to convert. I got to make the play. I don't really pay attention to how they're playing me. I just know if someone's in front of me, I got to run my route and do my job and get open.
Oh, unreal. He looked unstoppable out there today. I mean, he's been doing that all year. And to rise up in a game like this, man, you got to tip your hat.
Mike's the type, just one of the most fiery competitors I've been around, and he wants the ball in his hands because he wants to make that play, and he wants to go fight for every inch he can get, and that's just him, man. It's great to be around. It's great to have that type of guy on the team.
And boy, was he phenomenal today.
Still ahead, the AFC Championship.